Nelson, former Mason Rice parent. Welcome to another year of Fool's Folly. This year I'm talking to you from a place that you've never been. A place that's going to seem real foreign to you, but a place that one day you're going to have to go to whether you like it or not. That place is middle school. Well, we've had two kids go through Mason Rice now, and yes, it was a great experience. Well, the middle school experience is very, very different. Some pretty good things, some interesting things. So tonight what we're going to do is open your eyes to some of the things you can expect and what is in your future. If you're ready, let's go. In Mason Rice, your kids know that you're going to get them to school, so you spend your morning trying to get them up, trying to get them ready, trying to get them for breakfast. Well, at middle school, it's a whole different story. You're going to like this. Check this out. Let's go. You're going to miss the bus. Let's go. You're going to miss the bus.
Okay, I'm coming.
That's what you're going to like too. Everyone knows dads are clueless about the Mason Rice calendar and the kids' schedule, even though it's a Monday through Friday thing. But in middle school, it gets completely different, that even moms are clueless about their kids' schedule. I'll let Sally explain.
This is my schedule, and as you can see, instead of just like a 5-day week like there is at Mason Rice, there are 6 days. So on day 1, you don't have G block, and on day 2, you don't have F block because F block was last on day 1, and D block's last on day 2, so you don't have D block on day 3. So for me, on day 1 I don't have English because we don't have G block on day 1, so I don't have English on day 1. But then on day 2 I don't have social studies because social studies is F block, and F block was last on day 1. And then on day 2, D block is last, so I don't have D block on day 3, which is science, so I don't have science on day 3.
You all took notes, right? Okay, I'm standing about 100 yards away from Mason Rice, which I think is the restraining order distance for having peanut butter near the school. Having a daughter who only ate peanut butter and couldn't have it for 6 years, well, that all changes now for middle school. Now we can give her peanut butter sandwiches every single day, and she's put on 6 pounds just in September. So now we give her anything we want with peanuts in it. We give her Skippy peanut butter, Jif peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter, peanut bars, peanut brittle, peanut cookies, Nutter Butters, Funny Bones. We all know about open circle at Mason Rice, where one kid insults another kid and we all get together, hold hands, and talk about our feelings. Well, I'm back here by the dumpsters behind the middle school. In a middle school, if your kid is a jackass to another kid, this is where he's going to come to get the shit kicked out of him. Planters bars, pecan logs, pecan sandies. Okay, school lunches. This is the school lunch you know now. When you get to middle school, they serve actual hot food in an actual cafeteria, which means that math sheets won't be stuck to the desks with syrup anymore. Reese's Cups, Reese's Pieces, peanut brittle. You know how here at Mason Rice, if you even make eye contact with somebody, you've essentially volunteered for 100 hours of mind-numbing volunteer work? Well, at middle school, they don't even know your name. So all that volunteer guilt you have will be gone. You'll be worrying about other things, like your kid will be smoking pot or drinking or having sex, but volunteer guilt, that'll be gone. Okay, one of the things that's going to be different is there'll be no more play dates when your kid gets to middle school. What you'll wind up doing is sending them down to Newton Center with their friends, and you ask them to text you, let them know where they are every step of the way. But when you text them to see where they are and they don't text you back, and then you text them again and they don't text you back again, what you're going to do is you're going to hop in the car like I am and you're going to go looking for them in Newton Center because you think them not texting you back means they're either laying in a ditch someplace, or they're smoking pot or drinking, or the police have them, or they're ripping off CBS. And you'll do this for a while, and then you'll be really, really, really angry, and to the point where you get a text that your kid says, "I'll be home in 5 minutes," and then you try to race home and beat him there so you don't look like an idiot. Mark Springer, principal of all principals. He's accessible, you can talk to him, you can make an appointment with him anytime you want. Middle school, it's a whole different game. So for all you regulars in Mark Springer's office, you might want one of these to help with withdrawals. In fact, What you might want to do is have your husband put it up in front of his face and go, "It's okay, come in, everything will be just fine." You know, once your kid gets to middle school, they're going to have a lot of new friends. They'll also have cell phones, so when you want to go pick them up at a friend's house, all you have to do is text them, wait outside, have a sip of your beer, and wait. Now the great thing is you don't have those awkward moments going up to moms you don't know where she goes, "Oh, you want to come in for some coffee? Come in for some coffee. The girls are having fun. I'll tell you about my surgery." None of that. By the way, for any of you people leaving who will suffer Mark Springer withdrawal, if you need one of these, they're selling them out front for $3.50. You know, the Mason Rice Orchestra has like 7 kids in it, and they're all learning their instruments. And sitting through one of those performances can really be tough, particularly if your kid sucks, because everybody's going to know. At middle school, it's a lot different. There's like 90 kids in the orchestra, and half of them have been taking private lessons since they could walk. So now, if your kid sucks, no one's going to know. See the snowbank here? Earlier this year, it was like 9 feet high. My daughter's middle school bus got stuck here one day, and the kids were like 20 minutes late for school. Great thing about that is when it happened, I was on my way to work, cruising in my car with a nice hot coffee and the music cranking. It's a great thing about middle school. There's so many things you just don't have to give a shit about anymore. It's just not your problem. Grades are a lot different in middle school. It's not the progress reports you get at Mason Rice. I'm going to read you a couple of things here. Uses appropriate strategies to manage a range of feelings and emotions. Identifies places from which people have moved. Describes the factors that prompt people to move from one place to another. I doubt I get a 3 on that one. I mean, what is this garbage? In middle school, if your kid's a moron, he gets an F. If he's a genius, he gets an A. No more of this touchy-feely, mamby-pamby garbage. So which one of you moms out there will be the one to freak out when their first C+ comes home? I'd start the pool now. Alright, so that's a brief glimpse into your middle school future. Enjoy the rest of your time here at Mason Rice, and enjoy Fool's Folly, because there's nothing like Fool's Folly when you get to middle school. In fact, the closest thing to Fool's Folly is probably a bunch of moms at a book group drinking wine, bitching about the fact they can't see their teachers anymore. Alright, so this is my last Fool's Folly video. At this point I want to pass the torch off to whatever dad is stupid enough to step up like I did, and have a good one.